boy, proud of your boy, proud of your boy, proud of your boy, proud of your boy. Yeah. What just happened? Hey, vloggers. Hey, something like that happened. Well, it's been a while now. Hey, welcome to New York.
Once from spamming. Thank you, Warriors. Thank you for the ship posting, Shackles. Appreciate it.
Brittany, did you get arrested and put in jail?
Yes, I did. I got arrested and put in jail yesterday. Yesterday was a long day. I don't even know where to start. So I know a lot of you here haven't been here in a while. Welcome back to the ship posting club. I see some people are still subbed. I recognize the loyal people. Thank you so much. I'll give my thanks to everyone at the end that I want to thank once I go through the story and everything. I'm going to try to tell you guys everything that I remember. Some parts of the story, like, I don't remember chronologically. I remember that it happened, but I don't know, like, what came first, because, you know, the first thing people say when they get into a fight is, oh my god, I don't even know what happened. It all happened so fast. I'm sure you guys have heard that like a million times over. I'm sure a lot of you are here because my boobs made the media, so I'm going to tell you guys the truth and what happened, everything. I'm gonna just start out from where my day started. So let's see, I associate myself with the people from Windu, He Will Not Divide Us. For those of you who do not know, it was a Shia LaBeouf stream where he put a mantra, if you will, that said He Will Not Divide Us. And people would come to the wall like zombies, like normie zombies, and they would chant, He Will Not Divide Us, He Will Not Divide Us, to the camera over and over. So the people that I met there from that were not the zombies, basically, the people who actually had a sense of humor, I still hang out with them. And everyone keeps in touch with each other. So we heard about the Mayday protest, if you will. Honestly, it wasn't even supposed to start out as a protest. Like, think about it. Mayday is supposed to be a celebration of labor, and it's somehow they turn it into, put it in their, like, they turn it into their agenda of, like, they push for, like, fuck Trump. Yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. So we planned to go to that on Monday, and we also had heard that Antifa was going there. And so Monday comes around, and, you know, I got up, I went home, got changed, I put on clothes that I thought were casual, yet I could move in, because I had a feeling that something was going to happen. I had a feeling based on how violent, just progressively violent, these type of protests have been getting. I was like, okay, let me put on something where I can move around. So I'm not gonna put on, I had like jeggings on, which are legging jeans. They look like jeans, they're leggings, so I could move around in it. You know, a simple just tank top, like something like I don't care if it gets ruined. And I put on a hoodie and Lauren Southern's necklace and a choker. So, you know, because I'm black belt and sucking dick. Can we like stop that meme, by the way, that normie tier meme? Like, okay, I understand. Okay, I think it should be about when, sidetracking a little bit, I think it should be about when people put on those chokers that are, you know, the netted ones, the daddy issues choker, that one should be the black belt in sucking dick. This is pretty. There's literally nothing wrong wearing chokers, okay? So back to what I was saying. So I got dressed, I got my milk bag on. You know, I packed my stuff. What I packed in my bag, I packed my first aid kit. We didn't really, turns out I was the one who kind of needed it, I guess. I'm just going to change the background really quick because it's kind of annoying me right now. Right, I guess that one will do. So I packed my first aid kit, I packed the megaphone, I had stuff planned that I was going to do. I was going to go full on out shit posting. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to do that. I packed, you know, tissues and stuff like that. So I got on the train, I go to Union Square, which is where the Mayday protest, I guess, was held. And, okay, my milk bag is too cute to be racist, lost faith in humanity. Pause yourself. So I get there, and Mason is my boyfriend. I met him from Windu. he had already gone gear shopping because we were aware we were going to need gear based on what we had seen, you know, goggles and a helmet. We ran out of time, or I guess Mason ran out of time, and there was miscommunication. I thought he had a helmet, but he didn't. He did buy goggles that I didn't get a chance to equip. I don't mean to make it sound like a video game. I'm sorry. So this is what happens when you're locked in the basement for a year. But I asked him when we got there. I asked him. I was like, because he was already fucking with him. He was already there. So I enter and I'm like, hey, meet up with him. And people are already starting off. And I noticed that Antifa are following us around. And I asked him, I was like, Mason, can we step over there? And you could look back on the Periscope and see I was asking him. The reason I was asking him was so that we could equip our stuff on, because I didn't want to get injured. And I see that they're already following us around. And then Mason's like, oh, no, I can't leave. My personal security is here. I don't know which part of the Periscope that is. I would pull up, but if you look through the Periscope, you'll see that. And he started calling them names like Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, and they were getting really mad. It was like 3 of them. It was this Asian girl, this I don't know, Mexican question mark guy, and then another guy that was Latino looking, and he had like this stinky white cloth that he used to like. I don't even know. He might have used it to wipe his ass. I don't know. But it smelled like shit. It smelled like when you smell your belly button, like you dig inside and you smell it. It smelled like that. And for some reason they all stunk. Like, why do they fucking stink? Did they just roll around a barn before going? I don't know what the fuck they were doing. And so they're blocking us, and we're like trying to get to the front so we can see the I don't know what you want to call them, performances that are going on. And there's people on stage. Half of them weren't even in English. And that's why I was saying on the Periscope stream, press 1 for English, because I didn't know what the fuck they were saying. And they're acting really entitled. I'm sure I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm assuming that all people that are Latino are illegal, but like they were saying it purely in Spanish, and they were basically, I'm guessing that they were entitled legal immigrants, and I don't get why they're so entitled. Like, you came here illegally. We do not owe you anything. And they're complaining about fun cuts for Spanish people, for Puerto Ricans in particular. There's got a Puerto Rican flag. Then there's people up there saying like, fuck the police, it's just a job. And it was just, I don't know, horrible. Just horrible. And the police are like in the back line, and they can obviously hear this shit, and they have to sit there and protect people that are saying, fuck the police, fuck the police. And so after that, Antifa started getting in our faces. They were getting in my personal space. And for me, when someone gets in my personal space, I make sure that I defend myself, because if there's somebody in your face this close, they either want to fuck you or they want to fight you. So if you get in my personal space, I'm going to shove you out of it, and if you keep trying, I am going to defend myself.
Hey Brittany, your rainbow's awesome. Red pill forever and ginger Lucia lick up.
Thank you, I eat cookie 1122. I appreciate the shit posting shekels. Chatelet to you. Where was I? So Antifa starts basically following us, and they are blocking our way, and they're basically creating a human link, like a human wall in front of us, so that we can't see the front of where people are giving these shitty speeches that are so beyond retarded. And, you know, I try to get past them, and they're blocking my way. And then they call over other people. I see them whispering to each other, like to new people, and they start whispering to this guy, and this guy comes up to Mason, and he's like, we don't want you here. And Mason's basically like, too bad, we're allowed to be here. This is a public place, we can do what we want. And then he's like, I don't want you here because you're with the state of Israel. He basically, oh, fun fact, guys, they hate Jews. They're the anti-Semitic ones. They're the ones calling us Nazis, but they are the anti-Semitic ones. They fucking hate Jews, okay? He literally called Mason a Jew. He accused us of being Jews and tried to use that as an excuse to kick us out. Oy vey, he must have forgot the 6 Gorillion because it didn't, I don't know, he tried and it didn't work. And so their tactics of intimidation, trying to make us feel fearful, were not working. And because we're just laughing about it, joking about it, laughing in their face. And I remember there's this one point on the Periscope, if you look back, I have my phone and this guy's like trying to block our camera with his hand. I'm like, guys, look, I can make it move. And then he's like, oh, and then he stops moving it because I'm like controlling his movement. And they just got tired of the fact that their shenanigans weren't working. Their shilly shenanigans, if you will. And so they start calling more over whispering, like I said earlier. And they start surrounding us basically like in the front. They create a human chain and they start blocking us. And I don't know why when they say they hate walls, yet they make a human wall. Okay, they're so against fucking walls and keeping people out of their territory. But here they are in front of us. And then we stand our ground where they start pushing us. Like literally like just 10 people in front of us. I mean, I'm giving an estimate. Pushing us back, and we're standing. We're like, no, we're not gonna get pushed. And I was like, you want tug of war? You want a human tug of war? Let's play. Okay. So it's just Mason and I. And then I noticed 2 people from Hindu were behind us, and one of the people with us from Hindu was actually Jewish. He's the same guy that was in that photo that I tweeted with the blue. What do you call those? Hanukkahs? I don't remember what they're called. Doesn't matter. So they're behind us, and I see like one of the people from Hindu has the Gadsden flag out, and they're trying to cover it with their flag, and it started getting crazy from there. And I saw one of them try to attack Mason, so then I, in self-defense of him, attacked him back, and that's when it started. That's when all the fighting started, because I wasn't about to let them hit Mason. With me, I personally, if you try to attack me, I'm going to defend myself, I'm going to defend my friends, and I'm going to defend my boyfriend. I was not having that shit, and there was way more of them than there were us. Our people didn't arrive yet. We were early. So it was just us. There was supposed to be more of us than there was later on. But at the time being, it's just Mason and I and like 2 others holding it. And so then what happened was someone from, I believe, behind me, this tranny Zer motherfucker attacked me like by, basically they tried to attack me, and then they took water with ice, like a full, like this tall bucket of ice water, and they took it and they dumped it on me. And okay, I may be only 1/8 black. I am an octoroon, but let me tell you, you do not wet a black girl's hair, okay? And I have curly hair. I don't have nappy hair, but I have curly hair, and I have to flat iron like the front of it to, you know, tame it out. And they got it wet, so, you know, I go red, and I went, and I mean, they attacked me first, so then I went and I defended myself. And then after that, they were really mad, and there was like a whole just like mob on me. Then after that, it got, I guess, disengaged for a little bit, and then that same tranny comes back and takes one of the signs that people are holding. They were actually using this sign to block my view earlier and block my camera. And he took it, and it's like hard cardboard, because I don't think sticks are legal in New York. And he took it and he slammed it on my head. Like, I wasn't looking. I can't see from above. My point of view is like from here, and he's hitting me from up here. So of course I can't block it, and I don't have any gear on. So he just literally whacks my skull. Doesn't care, because he's mad that he lost the fight, I guess, even though he had the advantage because I have one arm free, because I was periscoping. I have one arm free and one leg free because I have to stand on a leg. And he whacks me in the head, and then I go after him, and there's like a crowd people around me, so there was multiple people attacking me, or they were trying to block the way, whatever the fuck they were doing, they were in my way. And I'm pretty sure it was Antifa. And which, by the way, Antifa is violent. I think they should be considered, I guess, a domestic violence terror group or whatever. They are violent. They are not good. I've had many of my friends attacked by them. I've been attacked by them. And so I'm in the crowd, and Mason's still holding people off from their human wall, trying to push him. At one point, they tried to take his backpack off of him, and I didn't even see this because I was middle of fighting. And I see on video, they like tried to take his backpack off. And I'm sitting there fighting a mob because I went to go defend him, and then I have to defend myself from the mob that's attacked me because I attacked them. And then there was the guy from earlier that was holding the white thing that was blocking Mason's view. It's in the periscope, and I like grabbed it and stuff. That same guy that was part of the Mason's like security squad, as he liked to call it, was like on my left, I'm pretty sure. And I kicked, because he was trying to attack me, so I kicked him away. Then there was like a bunch of other people still in front of me trying to attack me. So I had to kick one away with the phone in my hand, and with the other, like, it was just kick and then go on to the next person, which was the tranny that hit me in the head with the stick. And so I took their glasses off, and I pulled their glasses off, I threw it on the ground, and I took my fist, with the same ring and everything, and I punched them, and then I like that. And basically after that, this SJW of some sort, this little black girl, she like pulled me away. She's like, I'm so sorry, this is not what we stand for. And I was just staying in character. I was like, he oppressed me. Did you see that oppression? And I was just completely going there. And he was still mad. He had, actually, when they pulled us away, he took my bracelet that was on this hand, and it was he pulled it, and it was a beads, just like this one. You know, anal beads in my hand, because you never know when you need them. And he pulled them, and he broke it, and he started tossing it at me like he had won with his bloody face. Thank you, Tract.
Hey, maybe go easy on spilling the beans, as all of this is admissible. And anything you say here you
But
don't say in
Tract.
court, and vice versa, is gonna look bad.
Yes, Track, thank you for your concern. Thank you for the shitposting shekels. But it's all on film anyway. So even if I didn't say anything, that film is going to be pulled up in court regardless. So I'm going to proceed with telling the story because this is the truth, and I'm not going to get in trouble for telling the truth and defending myself. And he took the bracelet, like I was saying, he took the bracelet and he snapped it. He started taking the beads and like smiling and just like throwing them at me and laughing at me. It was a cheap $1 bracelet I got like a year ago that I wore like once. I don't really give a shit about. And he's sitting there with the bloody face, and I mean, he attacked me first. Once again, he attacked me first. It was self-defense. Everyone that I attacked me first. It was self-defense. Okay, I don't go around attacking people. If you attack me or you attack my friend, you're like, or my boyfriend, my friends, it's in my legal right to attack back. So then I was pulled away, and they were pulled away, and I had nothing on me. I hadn't gotten scratched, I hadn't gotten punched or anything like that. It was just the hit on the head that he smacked me with the stick with really hard. And I mean, I felt it, but it wasn't like a 10 out of 10, oh, I'm in pain, I'm crying. I was just, you know, dealt with it. And then the next thing I know, I was arrested, and, you know, the officer comes behind me, and he's like, I have to restrain you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he takes me away, and in my opinion, I shouldn't have gotten arrested because it was self-defense. However, it is good that I was arrested, because had I been not, I could have been attacked more, and I could have been in more danger. So it might have been a good thing that I was arrested. Did they read your rights? No, they did not. That's like a movie thing. They only have to read you your rights, apparently, if it's like a court order for your arrest. So, I'm basically arrested. He has my hands behind my back, And at some point, he puts the handcuffs on, and then I see all these photographers surround me, and I mean, I guess I felt like they're paparazzi, so I was just like posing. I was like being smug as fuck, and you know, because I stood for what I believe in. So, uh, they're surrounding me, the photographers, and I'm just like posing for the photos. So, like in one photo, you'll see like I'm like looking at another photographer, and I'm like, and it looks like I'm having a seizure, but it's because I'm winking at one, and the other one was taking the photo. Um, then Laura Loomer, someone I've met before in real life. I think, if I'm not wrong, she's a Proud Boys girl. I might be wrong on that. But she's one of our girls, and she's nice. I met her at Wendu. It was my first encounter with her, and I've seen her around a few times at gatherings. And she started periscoping it, and also, by the way, the fight was caught on film. And she started periscoping, and she was like, Brittany, what do you have to say to your fans and tell us what happened? And I start telling her, I was like, you know, basically I'm being arrested for defending my grounds on them not letting me have freedom of speech. And, you know, some of you in here that are listening to this stream, I'm probably going to clip this stream and make it into a YouTube video so other people can see it that weren't able to be here. I don't know if you're American, but, you know, in America, we believe in freedom of speech, okay? And we're very patriotic, and America has always been very patriotic, and I absolutely believe in that. And, you know, I got basically arrested for trying to have freedom of speech and standing my ground and defending myself. And so, oh, and my shirt, I had the V-neck shirt on, and the iconic photo that everyone keeps posting of me arrested, my tank top like started going down a little bit, and I couldn't fix it because my hands are behind my back. So the female officer was being considerate. She was nice, and she like buttoned up my shirt for me. And then they were waiting on the car, so that's why I was standing there forever. So then they take me into this police van. You know, they kindly tell me to get in, and there's two of them, and the police officers were very nice to me. They couldn't have been nicer. NYPD is good quality. So we're in the van, and I'm just talking to officers about what happened and like what kind of people are out there, and you know, we're having some jokes along the way, and they drive me to a police station. The first one, they said that the other person was there, so I couldn't go there, so I had to get back in the van, and they drove me to another one. And then I get inside the police station finally, and it's like a bunch of jail cells. Hold on one second. All right, just making sure I didn't forget anything. So then, I got into the police station. There was a bunch of cells. It was like in their jail section, I guess. Went through like the back way, and so they tell me to walk up to the camera with the officer on my side holding my arm, and they're like, you know, just stand there. And I was like, oh shit, it's a mugshot. So I was like, you know, I had my smug face on. Did they arrest the other person? Yeah, they did arrest the other person as well. And so they took that photo, and then they take me to another section where there's still a bunch of jail cells, and they told me to take off my shoes, take out the laces, or I can, because you're not allowed to have your laces in jail. So I had to take out my laces, I had to take off any like, I had a hair tie in my hair. I had to take that off. And by the way, in that photo, in case anyone's wondering, I look fucked up not just because sometimes I'm ugly, but also because I had a bucket of fucking water dumped on me. So for all those people that keep grilling me about how I look like shit, let's see how you would look in that situation. So they tell me to take all that shit off before they put me in the cell, and you know, they let me keep my jacket on, and they put me in the cell, and they're like, there was other people when I passed by, and they were all SJWs, and maybe they were from the protests earlier. I'm pretty sure they were. And so they were like, no, let's put her in her own cell. And they basically isolated me for good. Thank God they did. I'm so happy that they did. Um, and before they did that, actually, I wanted to bring up one other thing. You know, the police officers were like, I just don't understand these protests. They don't understand that this is our job. They don't have families, and you know, with the whole like fuck blue lives and stuff like that. And I agreed with them. And then after that, they put me in my own cell. And I get to hear the other girls, and I'm just sitting there like, well, I'm kind of bored. And so in the jail cell, it's pretty cold. They don't give you blankets. I mean, I didn't stay there overnight, so I don't know if maybe if you're overnight, they give you blankets. I arrived there at like 2-ish o'clock. They don't have time there, I'm estimating. Um, so then after that, um, they didn't tell me anything. They kind of just put me in the cell and didn't really tell me anything. And there's these like things on the wall that say like they explain like food, what times food's served, and if I've been arrested, normally the wait is within 24 hours. And then the other one explaining if you need medical attention, blah blah blah. So basically, my only explanation of anything is what's on that wall, and there was another one underneath it in Spanish. And so I sit there and I'm like, well, I guess I just wait here. And I hear the other, I don't know what inmates? Do I call them inmates? Jailmates? The SJW jailmates. And they start going on about how they watch feminist shows, and it was fucking terrible. I know you guys seem to think, or some of you seem to think, or if any of you seem to think that the whole normie meme is just a meme. It's not, okay? I've experienced what I make fun of several times in my life, and it's almost like an every time thing. It's like they're all the fucking same. I don't know, maybe they're just mass produced or something. But they start going on about feminist shows, and then at one point I felt like it was the Orange is the New Black, or like I was in some kind of Broadway show, because they started singing. I'm Gonna Let It Shine, and all in harmony, just singing. And I'm like, oh my god, I hope that hits the head and makes it so I pass out. And thank god, like 30 minutes later, they get let out, so it's peace and quiet again. And I was in the third cell, and then they moved me up front. And then my arresting officer came up to me, asked my information, walked away, and some time passed. I fell asleep at some point. I don't know how long I was asleep for. I was tired. I needed a nap. I needed a nappy nap. And then when I woke up, about 20 minutes after I woke up, the arresting officer comes back and he asks for more information. And then he comes back again, another like 20 or 40 minutes. I don't even know how long. It was really long. Everyone else got out faster than I did for some reason. And then he brings me out, and he told me that, you know, I had assault charges against me from the other person, from the guy who attacked me first. Even though it was self-defense, I got charged with assault. And I thank you, Ice Cream, for the 420 shekels, 4.20.
V equals Z dot H. 3 Wafranti 5 C Puppy Normies.
Thank you for the 2 shitposting shekels, Lost Faith in Humanity.
Are you still going to go IRL trolling after this incident? It's not worth IRL trolling if you're going to go into a huge crowd and potentially get hurt. IRL trolling in a crowd like that is just not worth it.
I appreciate your concern, Lost Faith in Humanity, and you are not the first person to tell me this. I don't plan on letting Antifa stopping me for doing what I believe in, or having fun, or exercising my rights. I'm not going to let that scare me, because it didn't scare me. I do understand the risk, and I will become there more prepared next time. The issue was the lack of gear, and our people had not arrived yet, so I do make a mental note for that next time. Thank you again. Where was I? Oh yeah, so he had informed me that I got assault charges, and I pressed assault charges against the other person as well, and they took my fingerprints like I was a real criminal. I mean, maybe I might be. And they take the Windex, and they wipe the screen, and then they take the Windex and they put it on your hands. The officer was really nice to me, though. I just want to emphasize on that. For these, it's insane to me that I just come from a protest and people are saying fuck the police.
Everyone got out of jail faster because you are part black. Can you believe the systemic oppression?
I was being oppressed. Thank you, Nadaju. Thank you, Goyam. I'm gonna just call you Goyam. See, it was because I was 1/8 black that they arrested me. Had I not been 1/8 black, I would have been free to go, and that's what Martin Luther King would have wanted. Anyway, the arresting officer was really nice. Before he walked me over, it was pretty funny. He was supposed to put handcuffs on me. He was like, I kind of don't feel like it. And his, coworker comes up to him, and she's like, aren't you supposed to put handcuffs on her? He was like, He was new, apparently. He was like, kind of. So then he walks out, and he sees his boss there. He's like, I have to put these on. He's like, I'm sorry, can you put these on really quick? And he puts on the handcuffs. I'm like, all right, I understand. It's your job. I get it. And so he walks me over to the fingerprinting. I got my fingerprints done. And after that, he didn't feel like putting the handcuffs back on me. He was like, just hold your hands behind your back and walk. I don't give a shit if I get in trouble at this point. So I walk back to my cell, and he puts me back, and he was like, I'll let you know when I'm done with your paperwork. And so he keeps processing my paperwork. It was like another 40 minutes or so. And sometime later, they let me out, and they took me to this area where they gave me paperwork for my court date, and I apparently have to show up or I will have a warrant for my arrest, and that is later this month. And they basically, they didn't have a bathroom either. I was keeping my head makeup on and stuff. I still look decent for what I went through, but I'm walking out of this place with my belongings. I have no laces in my shoe, so I guess it's pretty obvious I was just in jail. And I didn't get a chance to fix my hair and anything. My hair is fucked up from the water earlier. And I get let out. The officer walks me all the way out. It's this long walk out, and I'm in Chinatown. I'm not even shitting you. It was some GTA shit. I was in Chinatown, and I felt like I just respawned. That's how it felt, because I had nothing, no laces in my fucking shoe. My hair is I fucking respawned. And so my phone was on 2% at that point. I briefly checked it. I was like, what the fuck happened while I was gone? And then one of my friends texted me, and he was like, yeah, the word got out. I'm like, you know what happened? Oh shit. And then I briefly went on Twitter, and I talked to someone that is a fellow shit poster, and I was like, what memes of me happened? What happened while it was gone? And it was just crazy checking my phone. And my phone died afterwards. Thankfully, right before it died, I texted my friend to text Mason, because at this point, Mason, keep in mind, Mason didn't even see me get arrested. So I didn't know, if he knew or if anyone knew, for that matter. I could have just gotten arrested and no one noticed. But fortunately, everyone seemed to piece the puzzle pieces together, the autism pieces together, and weaponize their autism and figure out what happened. And so my phone's dead. I'm in the middle of Chinatown. I kind of know where I am, but not really. I've been there before, but I don't know anything by heart. And so I don't have a GPS or anything. Phone's dead. So I start asking officers I see around, which way is this train? And they point me in a direction. And I keep walking, and then I was like, okay, there's no way it's in this fucking direction. So I asked another officer, I'm like, which way is the trains? And they point me in a direction. They pull up their phone. They show me. I'm like, thank you. And I start walking in a direction, and I'm like, fuck. I'm kind of beat up. Not literally beat up. I got away scratch-free, thankfully. But, the other person didn't. But, they had the advantage. I'm just saying, I had one hand free and one leg free and 10 people on me. So, go figure. Because there's no way I was about to drop my phone and let them have my phone. Because I need that. I need that for selfies. So, I walk and I look up and I see a helicopter, and then I look back down and around me and I see a bunch of commies around me, with their signs and stuff. I'm like, no fucking way. I already got arrested today. I don't need a round two. And I just see a bunch of like protesters walking kind of like in my direction as I'm passing by, and I'm like laughing about the helicopter because free helicopter rides. And I kind of like follow the helicopter, and I start hearing chants. I'm like, no, this can't be happening. And then I follow the helicopter, and then I see a couple of our guys. I'm like, no fucking way. And I was like, yo, what's up? And they're like, oh shit, Brittany. And then I was like, yo, where's Mason? And then Mason was like over there, and they were all like guarded off by a wall from the other people. Like all the people that were in support of Trump were in their own section. Everyone else was like to the left where they belong. And so I see Mason. I'm like, Mason, he doesn't hear me. So I'm like, officer, you can get my boyfriend. And then he tried to get him, and then Mason sees me, and he's middle of like chanting shit with everyone, being patriotic as he is. And then he sees me, and I just see him like break down. He's like, oh my god, because he was really worried about me, and he runs towards me, he hugs me, and you know, we reunite. And on Twitter I retweeted the thing Sage showed when we reunited, and then the bunch of Proud Boys, I'm pretty sure, start chanting for us. I'm like, yeah. And we're like, yeah, victory, I'm okay. Then we walk a little bit out, and we regroup with our, I guess, immediate friend group. And, you know, they're all congratulating me. They're like, you did good. And everyone's just, like, praising me. I'm like, yes, all these ego points. So, give me those attention points. I'm an attention whore. So, they basically told me what happened. I was like, you know, what happened? They were like, there's articles about you. Someone created a Pepe of your tits. Everyone on poll flipped out about your tits. And they're just going on telling me. I'm like, oh, fuck. And so I was pretty happy about that. Still no shoelaces in my shoes. Walking around. It was kind of like meme magic, to be honest. Like, how much more meme magic do you need to just randomly meet back up with them and by following a helicopter? That's something out of a fucking anime. Maybe Hwendu was an anime. Maybe it is the best anime. So, then we got in one of our friend's car, and he drove to our house, or his house, and then we all chilled there, and that was pretty much what happened. I looked through Twitter, and I saw that Jessica was worried about me, and are you concerned that you're going to get in trouble with that assault charge? It was self-defense. It was absolutely not assault. I did not assault anyone. I would never assault that. Okay, if I had assaulted someone, I would have been condemned. Okay, people were congratulating me for defending myself and my boyfriend. They were not congratulating me for violence. Let's make sure that's clarified. Like I said, I was looking on Twitter, and I saw my best friend Jessica. She's also a streamer. Her Twitter name is Jessie XOW. She changed it recently, so that's why I'm thinking about it. But she thankfully had made a video, and there was a few videos posted of what happened, and she made a video clip saying of the guy just screeching about how he came there for peace. We're peaceful, and he's like with his fucked up face. And he's like, you know, and he's crying to the police about me fucking up his face with one hand free and his whole mob of Antifa fuckers on me. And he's crying to police. Just keep in mind, like 10 minutes earlier, they were chanting, fuck the police, and fuck blue lives, and your second best friend Cody's concerned about you as well. Yeah, I was getting to that. And, it's just so funny to me. He's acting like a victim. And then, oh, and one more thing. His, like, little buddy, she looks like a little Mexican girl. Dora the Explorer comes up to me, and she's like, you better not touch him. It's on the Periscope if you want to check. You better not touch him ever again. If I ever see you, I'm gonna insert threat here. Fucking hood rat bitch. And with her CVS-looking makeup ass. And I'm like, okay, so I attacked your friend. Why? And she was like, did you know my friend was trans? I'm like, oh, so it makes it okay because they're trans. Because they are transgendered, it makes it okay for them to assault me and whack me on the head with a stick. Had that been a real stick, guys, I would be dead today. I would not be alive here telling you the story. So just keep that in mind. And she's defending him and her friend, I guess, that was also with Antifa. And I'm in disbelief that they really still go to that card. that, oh, it's tranny, you did a hate crime. Like, fuck you did a double hate crime. I'm an octoroon and I have a vagina, so fuck you did a double hate crime. And I mean, like, I don't even know why that tranny was complaining. Like, I made an improvement to their face. Welcome to womanhood, bitch. That's gonna have to get used to bleeding. I just think it's fucking crazy. And my other friends were concerned about me. My phone had so many fucking texts on it, and it was insane. But you know, I let everyone know that I was okay. My close friends, like Brandon, Cody, Jessica, were all concerned about me. Like I said earlier, thankfully Jessica had made a video about him saying, oh, we came here peacefully. She posted on her Twitter. That's why I mentioned her Twitter earlier. And Gavin McInnes actually saw that and retweeted. I've been on the Gavin McInnes show a few times. I know him. And word got out, and now I have to deal with an assault charge that shouldn't be there because it was not assault. I didn't, once again, not assault anyone. Defended myself. And so now I have to probably lawyer up. I have no idea what the legal fees are going to look like. I haven't looked into it yet, but I have to obviously hire a lawyer. And I don't know if I'm going. Thank you for that gift. No mind, that's beautiful. Please send that to me. I need that, please. I've never dealt with like legal trouble like this before. I've never gotten arrested before. This is my first time getting arrested. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I think I am going to fundraise or crowd fundraise, whatever you want to call it, to help with my legal fees. I really, my ego gets in the way, and I really don't like doing stuff like that. I don't like asking for money. I really don't, and that's surprising. Like, oh, you're a streamer, bullshit. But like, I don't ask for money. I'm like, okay, here's a donation. Like, if you want to donate, here you go. I don't like asking for money. I don't like shilling myself unless it's appropriate, but then it's not shilling. Have you told your parents yet? My parents are deceased. I hope everything works out. Thank you, Mina. Appreciate it. For stopping. I sound like a store. Thank you for stopping by. Brittany Venti's condom shop. Come again when you have STDs. Bye. GoFundMe doesn't accept for legal fees. Yeah, but I'm sure there's another way of fundraising. So yeah, and the Proud Boys reached out to me. Lauren Southern, I talked to her, and they offered to help me as well, try to help me in that area. So I just want to take this moment to thank my close friends, including Jessica, Brandon, Cody, Mina, you too, I know you care. And anyone else, I'm sorry if I forgot, as far as like close friends. Thank them. I just want to also thank my mods for being there. They were there through the whole thing. I saw them on Twitter calling Antifa out on their bullshit, spreading the truth. People who are everyone just generally spreading the truth. I want to thank them. So I want to thank my mods, my veteran mods especially. I mean, all my mods are pretty much veteran mods at this point. So, I want to thank the people from Hindu. I want to thank the Proud Boys, obviously. People from Hindu especially too, because they were like there like when I got out, so that meant a lot to me. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, and Mason too, of course. I want to thank my boyfriend, my lovely boyfriend. Call the fake bitches out. Oh, hold up, I'm gonna call the fake bitches out. I'm gonna call out Antifa. I'm gonna call Antifa's domestic terrorist group. Yeah, I said this already. I agree. So thank you to them. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the shitposting shekels today. I appreciate everything. You guys are so cute. Oh my god, I'm so kawaii. So now I know you're black. Shout out to my homies. Drink more milk. Oh my god. I wanna like briefly go through the videos for those of you who haven't seen the videos yet. There's one of the periscopes. happening, right? How dare she cuck everyone out of boob shots?
He just arrested Brittany Venti, even though Antifa antagonists were antagonizing her.
Yep, a lot of them. And yeah, they were waiting for our cars. That's why I was waiting.
And they're attacking us. We're hobbies over there. He hit me in the head. He left and he went.
My voice is so
hit me in the head. Antifa is after us and they're attacking us. We're having free speech.
Poor officer standing there.
Are you okay?
I don't know. He hit me in the head really hard with a stick. The guy that was with Antifa, anti-fascist.
Yeah.
He hit
The
me.
press for asking
He
questions
hit
too,
me
not
in the
just
head.
Laura.
Why'd he hit you?
He hit me because I was standing there and they were trying to push us off of the stage.
And I know this sounds like I didn't do nothing, but I actually didn't do nothing.
Well, God bless you. We hope you're okay, man.
Before and after making it to TV.
God bless you. You guys get hands full.
Yeah, that's actually the funny thing. When they were taking pictures, that's how actually they got the pictures for the articles. There was a bunch of articles. There was one saying I was a conservative journalist. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here's one of them. Alt-right provocateur at Mayday protests. Oh, also, I forgot to thank Lauren Southern. Thank you to her too. Just make sure I thanked her. And thanks to Gavin McInnes too. Okay, I'm going on the Gavin McInnes show tomorrow, by the way, for those who don't know, to talk about this stuff. I'm an alt-right provocateur though now. I'm officially Milo with a vagina. This is the article. We clashed. I like how I did bring up that I was banned from Twitch. How is that even relevant? And a lot of you will see in some of the media that they will be saying that, oh, we were the ones that attacked them or something. They try to spin it. Don't let them spin it. Don't believe in the fake news. We did none of our people, and never do any of our people, or hardly ever, I've never seen it or heard of it, ever go on the offensive and attack someone first. It's pretty much always in defense, and I've seen a few people try to spin it. I saw Antifa's fucking page try to spin it. Provocateur. I didn't fucking provoke them. I made fun of what they were doing because they were fucking following us around. But welcome to Alt-Right Club, Brittany. Thank you. Thank you. I take it with honor. And there was another one saying I was a journalist. Oh, one thing I wanted to say, this necklace here. This necklace was given to me by Lauren Southern about like a week or so ago. A little bit over a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. And I kind of find it to have sentimental value for me. I feel like it was kind of like an enchanted necklace, you know, +5 to all stats. That's how I got through the protest, and I find it funny that in the article they call me an alt-right journalist, and I'm like, it's the necklace. It has to be the necklace. She passed it down, and I found that really funny. So our people are obsessed, and we only have meme magic. And thank you, Sophie.
Cat guide and keep you Vinny. You probably won't be in too serious of danger and you have a lot of popular backing. You looked awesome and I just wanted to say run.
Thank you. That's a fucking classic. Thank you, Gutscar, for the 10.
Good for you for not crying, for standing your ground, and exposing these bunnies morons. Been watching you for a long time and I am so proud. You provocateur.
Thank you. I guess that's my title now. Thank you, Sockchalk W, for joining the Pinklets. Welcome to the Pinklets, where you get flicked and licked. Woo! Chatelet. Should I change that to my Twitter name? Provocateur Brittany Venti. How long has she been on? Maybe an hour? Is that a slur? I don't understand. Wait, is what a slur? Lauren said is legally man. Yes, I can confirm. She showed me it in real life. I asked to see her ID that had the man as the gender on it, and it did. Cody, I saw your comment earlier. I will take you to protest if you wish, but you probably will have to gear up unless you want to cosplay as the opposition. And before LARPing for saying opposition. By the way, they're a bunch of fucking LARPers. They call each other comrade. They need to shut the fuck up. Do it, change your Twitter name. Conservative provocateur. I don't think it'll fit the full thing. I can try. I don't want to remove the 777 from my name though. I feel like it gives me luck. Yeah, it does not fit conservative provocateur. It does not fit on Twitter. Yeah, I can't fit it. Sorry guys, it does not fit. Hang tits out on stream. You know what? I have big boobs. Deal with it. I'm sorry. Did you say for me to put away my tits? Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? I swear to God, I get called a whore all the fucking time. Not because I'm a whore, but because I have big tits. If you have big tits, guys, it's a fact. You are a whore. Should not have big tits. No. Bad. Stop it. No. It's not so. Thank you for the.
This is my motivation to the gym.
Motivation. All right. It's because you want to be book.